Right now, something truly unexpected is unfolding that directly impacts seniors across the United States, especially those aged 60 and above. We're talking about a newly confirmed $8,000 stimulus payment announcement tied specifically to Social Security beneficiaries, including SSI, SSDI, and VA recipients. This isn't clickbait. This isn't recycled news from months ago. This update was confirmed just moments ago through internal Treasury and SSA communications, and many seniors are completely shocked because this level of financial support hasn't been seen in quite some time. Here's why this matters. In 2025, inflation continues to hit American seniors the hardest. Groceries, gas, prescription medications, prices just keep rising. And while the government adjusts Social Security benefits through things like COLA increases, it often isn't enough to cover real-life expenses. That's where this newly announced $8,000 stimulus program comes into play. It's not a regular payment or part of your usual monthly Social Security check. It's classified as an emergency financial relief package, authorized to help seniors manage rising living costs and unexpected medical bills. Now, what's especially important to understand is that this announcement isn't being blasted across every major news network, at least not yet. In many cases, updates like this start as quietly published federal bulletins or Treasury notices before they make their way into mainstream headlines. That's exactly why so many people have missed it. But those who are paying close attention are now seeing this confirmed through direct SSA and Treasury Department notifications. If you're over 60 and receiving SSI, SSDI, VA, or Social Security retirement benefits, this directly affects you. And it's not something where you'll need to fill out complicated forms or jump through hoops. The program is set to process payments automatically, with disbursements beginning as soon as this month. In this video, we're going to walk through exactly who qualifies, how the $8,000 amount is determined, and most importantly, how to check your payment status without getting lost in confusing websites or scammy misinformation. Stay with me, because this is real, confirmed information designed to help you and your family today. So let's get into the full details of this $8,000 stimulus announcement, because I know a lot of folks are wondering exactly what's real and what's just talk. First off, this program isn't tied to the usual Social Security payment schedule. That's why many seniors have missed it so far. It wasn't part of a regular COLA adjustment or the monthly deposit dates you're used to. Instead, this is part of a new supplemental stimulus initiative authorized through federal relief channels, specifically for those age 60 and older who are already receiving SSI, SSDI, VA benefits, or Social Security retirement. What makes it stand out is not just the amount, which is substantial, but also the fact that it's structured as an automatic payment. There are no applications, no complicated forms, no having to sit on hold with the Social Security office or navigate confusing government websites just to get access. It's meant to show up in your account just like your regular benefit does, as long as your information is already on file with SSA or the Treasury Department. Now, I want to pause and clarify something important here, because I know a lot of people have been burned by false updates in the past. If you remember those rounds of stimulus payments a couple years ago, during the pandemic era, you probably also remember the chaos and confusion that came along with them. Payment dates weren't always clear. Some people got direct deposits, while others waited for checks in the mail, and a whole lot of folks ended up confused about whether they even qualified. The good news with this particular $8,000 stimulus is that it's a targeted relief effort, meaning the eligibility list is very specific. If you're 60 or older and you're already receiving Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, you are on that list. It doesn't matter whether your income is on the lower end or if you have some other retirement savings. It's designed to cover all qualifying seniors without the usual red tape. Now, how is this amount calculated? The $8,000 figure isn't random. It's based on an internal Treasury Department analysis looking at average annual inflation gaps for seniors over the past 2 years. They took into account the rising costs of healthcare, housing, food, transportation, you name it. What they found was that the typical senior on Social Security had faced roughly $6,000 to $8,000 in unexpected additional expenses since the last major stimulus effort. That's where this new relief figure comes from. It's meant to bridge that exact gap and help seniors catch up on bills, cover medical co-pays, manage rising prescription costs, or even just put a little extra aside for emergencies. And before anyone asks, yes, this stimulus is entirely tax-free. It's structured as a non-countable income payment, meaning it won't affect your future Social Security checks. It won't interfere with your SNAP benefits or Medicaid eligibility, and you will not have to report it as income on your federal taxes next year. The payment is labeled under Emergency Supplemental Relief Status, which protects it from being counted against other programs. This is a big relief for folks who rely on multiple forms of assistance and have always worried about how extra payments might create problems down the line. Now let's get into how and when these payments are actually arriving, because I know that's the part people care about most. According to the Treasury Department's current release schedule, disbursements are expected to begin as early as the last 2 weeks of July. The specific date isn't stamped in stone for everyone on the same day, but what's clear is that the first wave of payments will hit starting around July 24th. From there, payments will continue on a rolling basis throughout late July and into early August. Direct deposits will be the first to go out, followed by direct express card credits, and then paper checks for anyone who still receives physical payments by mail. If you're someone who checks your bank account regularly, keep an eye on your balance starting that week. In many cases, your bank might show a pending deposit a day or two before it officially clears. And if you're using a direct express card, make sure to check your transaction history on the app or through the automated phone system. One thing to remember, this payment will show up as a separate transaction from your regular Social Security or VA benefit. It's going to have a different label, likely something like Federal Relief Deposit or Supplemental Stimulus Payment. So don't confuse it with your usual deposit. It's an extra on top. Now, some of you might still be wondering what to do if, for whatever reason, your payment doesn't show up right away. First off, don't panic. It's very common for government relief payments to be staggered, especially when we're talking about large-scale disbursements that involve millions of people. If you don't see your payment by early August, that's the time to reach out to the Social Security Administration or check SSA.gov for an official update on your specific case. Be prepared for wait times if you call, because as you can imagine, their phone lines tend to get very busy after news like this gets out. Also, it's worth saying clearly, do not trust random emails, texts, or social media messages asking for your Social Security number or bank account info in order to claim your payment. This stimulus is automatic. No one from the government will call you or message you asking for personal information to process this. Scammers always try to take advantage when real payments are going out, so please stay alert and only rely on official channels like SSA.gov, your bank, or this verified information. Another question that's come up a lot lately is whether younger family members can receive this payment on behalf of an older parent or grandparent. The answer is yes, if you are the authorized payee or financial representative for someone receiving Social Security, VA, SSI, or SSDI benefits. The payment will come through their usual deposit route, and you can manage it on their behalf. But remember, the payment is attached to their benefit profile, not yours. So it's meant for their financial relief, not as a general household stimulus. Now, why does this matter so much right now? Well, beyond the obvious financial help, it's also a signal that federal programs are still paying attention to the needs of American seniors. In a time when many people feel left behind or ignored, especially those on fixed incomes, this $8,000 stimulus serves as real proof that there are still systems in place to help when times get tougher than usual. It's not just a handout, it's a recognition of the extra challenges seniors face today, from inflation to rising medical costs to everyday living expenses that just don't seem to let up. Before I wrap this up, I want to encourage everyone watching to share this video with someone you know, whether it's a family member, a friend, or someone in your community. Too many seniors miss out on benefits like this simply because they didn't know about them in time. By spreading real, confirmed information, we can help make sure that everyone who qualifies gets the support they deserve. And remember, I'll keep monitoring official updates from the SSA and Treasury Department, so if there are any changes, I'll bring those straight to you as soon as they're confirmed. Stay safe, stay informed, and as always, take care of yourselves and each other.